So, to start us off, we welcome a leader in applied research and innovation, and his organization is at the forefront of developing technologies that optimize resource efficiency and unlock new opportunities for circular business models. And in his keynote, he will explore the value of creation potential of circularity, showing how circular solutions can drive innovation, efficiency, and resource conservation in a globally competitive landscape. Please welcome the president of Fraunhofer Gesellschaft, Professor Dr. Holger Hanselka.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and it's an honor for me to be here, to be part of this conference and to learn something from you, to bring something to you and to come, and you told it, in a very good conversation. Thank you very much to the organizers and to the co-organizers. I think Carsten Gerhardt und Manfred Renner, you are the two partners who organized this conference, and Manfred Renner asked me to come to give a short introduction. I will do it. My team developed a presentation for me, a very specific presentation about details of circular economy. And you write me an email and you said last week, no, that's not what we want to have. I will that you say something about Fraunhofer. Fraunhofer is a part of the ecosystem, how we are working together with the industry, and in the end, one or two examples. So I will follow your advice. And as a representative of the Fraunhofer Gesellschaft, it's really a pleasure for me to have two parts. One part is to describe the role of Fraunhofer in the German and also in the European economy. That's very, very important. And on the other side, the impact of Fraunhofer to the very important field of circular economy. And in this mind, I will talk about opportunities, about efficiency, and also about resource conservation. Now I have... I think it doesn't work. Maybe somebody can support me. Yes, now it works. So, first of all, Fraunhofer. Normally, Fraunhofer Gesellschaft writes, we are the partner for the industry. I wrote, we are your partner, your innovation partner. That's very important. Fraunhofer exists since 76 years, so long like the Bundesrepublik Deutschland. We have all about 76 institutes, and we learned, I think, 10 or 11 of these institutes are in this ecosystem here in North Rhine-Westphalia. More than 32,000 people, employees, are working in the Fraunhofer Gesellschaft, and our research volume is more than 3.4 billion euro. Fraunhofer is not only working in Germany, not only in Europe. We have 13 international affiliations and representative offices. Important is we are a non-profit organization. Our mission is applied research, not basic research, applied research, always in contract with you, in contract with the industry. We provide infrastructures, different kind of infrastructures for the companies to develop together new technologies, new products, new processes, everything. Always you get tailored services, tailored research projects, and we are part of a lot of networks, and one of our main jobs is to run these networks, to bring the people together, and I think, Manfred, that is one thing you do here to bring all these people together. So, coming from this point, our mission is strengthening the economy through transfer. Later on I will talk about the questions, what is transfer, but I think I'm the first speaker. Later on it should work a little bit better, and I need the next slide. Maybe somebody can help me. So, in the next slide, you will see it later on, I will talk maybe about the secret of the success of Fraunhofer. And maybe this secret can be interesting for you. Therefore, it is necessary to understand how research is working, how research is organized. And there's, I think, a really perfect science system in our country, also in Europe, but mainly in Germany. We have the universities about all our country in the different states, and we have on the federal level, federal government organizations like Max Planck, like Helmholtz, like Leibniz, and also it's not working. Now it's working, it's perfect, but I don't know if I do it or somebody is helping me. We will see it later on. And very important is to understand it. That is a main idea I will translate to you, is that all these scientific organizations have a public mission. Universities have students, they have to teach the students and they have to make research. Max Planck will create Nobel Prizes, as an example. Helmholtz Association is responsible for the big questions of our society. All of them have a public mission and always public funding, round about 100% of their costs. And now we get the difference. The difference is all of them can, but not must, can create third-party funding, and then they have a lot of possibilities, external money and so on. But when external money, the external funding is reducing, or in the extreme situation, external funding is going back to zero, all these organizations will exist by their basic funding. The difference to Fraunhofer is we get only 30% of our costs, 30% of our budget by the federal government. 70% must be earned by our institutes in competitiveness with all other partners all over the world. And our problem, and chance, but our problem is if we are not able to earn 70% from the external market, then we also lost our basic funding. So we are living like a real company. The advantage is that all people, all 32,000 people from Fraunhofer have in their mind the idea to be a little entrepreneur, because they have to earn their own salary, they have to earn their own labs and everything. That is, in my opinion, our secret of the success. On the other hand, that is our risk, and that is complementary to the industry, because the industry have the same risk and have to carry this risk. Now I want to go over to circular economy, and I will remind or remember to a former president, maybe you know the name, it was Professor Bullinger, 15 years ago, and Professor Bullinger explained in very, very simple words how innovation is working. So he said, scientific work, science makes with money knowledge. Innovation makes with knowledge money. So easy. And that is a circular. Money, knowledge, money. So easy. And that is what we want to discuss. It's not work, it's working, about circular economy. Because we have here the same situation. We want to bring the people in a circular economy. There is, Steffi Lemke give us a talk from her ministry. There is a strategy, circular economy strategy. It's from 2024, from last year, with some numbers. Cost reduction will be possible by 2030, up to 600 billion euros. That is really a lot of money, so it seems to be an interesting field. Economic growth is going up to 12 billion euro to 2030, so it's a big increase and a big market. And for us, very important, mainly in Germany, but also in Europe, is we have a lot of dependencies, energy dependence from the world market, raw materials from the world market. So to bring the materials, to bring everything what we have in a circular economy. That is the idea behind, and that is what you will discuss at this conference, to bring together the economy, to bring together the ecology and the society. For us as applied researchers, and I'm sure also for you from industry side, we have the advantage in our country, in Germany, we have the advantage in Europe that we have key technologies, and we are, I think, in one of these fields, world experts. For example, material research, steel, aluminum, or later on Carla Seidel will talk from BASF to sustainable materials from the chemistry. So all the fields of new materials and sustainable materials is a key technology. We have it available. Production technologies is a big part in our country, and I think all over the world the people know our production technologies. New technologies like additive manufacturing is a good example how to bring new technologies in a circle. Eco-efficient recycling. Recycling is important. For recycling we need track and tracing and smart logistics. And in the future, I'm sure that all questions to artificial intelligence and generative artificial intelligence, bringing it together with automation technologies, bringing it together with robots, that will be the future. And we can use all these key technologies. Next slide, please. All these key technologies, yes, to our circular economy, and all of you are more experts than myself, but all these steps inside of the circle, product design and materials, as an example, product testing, life cycle assessment, product processes, reliability questions, logistic and tracing is important, and to all these parts of the circle, we need the key technologies. I talked about these technologies before. And in the next 3 slides, I will give you 2 or 3 examples. Next slide. What Fraunhofer is doing. Next slide. What Fraunhofer is doing in this field from different institutes. In this case, Institut EFF. It's Magdeburg, Fabrikautomation und Fertigungstechnik. And they handle questions to electronic waste. Electronic waste is a big problem, a big chance, a big market. We think, for example, to our mobile phone or everything what we have. More than 50 materials are inside of this mobile phone, and the question is how we can get it back. In this institute, they developed an AI-based non-destructive dismantling technology, robot-controlled. On one hand, our imaging and measurement questions to design and to decide what happens and what is to do, and on the other hand, the smart robots who can very efficient dismantle and non-destructive dismantle these technologies. And I think that's a very good example. The next picture shows another situation. Here is not one institute, here are 7 institutes who are working together, Fraunhofer Institute from Bremen, from Augsburg, Erlangen, Braunschweig, Freiburg, Dresden, Chemnitz and Darmstadt. And these institutes are working together in a project, future car production. Future car production is a very important question. In the past it was steel production, later on we get aluminum production, then fiber reinforced materials like we know it from very new and sportive cars. New technologies will be casting and casting technologies. And when we develop these new technologies, because these casting materials, you can recycle them very, very good, all the questions of quality, of durability, of reliability, of safety, of repairable crash, and all these questions must be realized by these new car bodies, and to bring it together is a big project. Last example, and that is a view to this exhibition. I think in this corner on the left, you can see the Fraunhofer area. We have in this area a new idea, I think, Circonomy Hub. It's available as a white paper, and you can get the white paper there, where we bring together the materials activities, the carbon technologies, and all the partners who can build up circular economy to develop some solutions. And my last slide is a small conclusion. Circular economy, I'm sure, enables cost reduction. That's always good, cost reduction. Increase the sovereignty of raw materials. I think that's more important in the future. And we realize the discussion between the United States and the Ukraine just in the moment, then we see it always deals with the raw materials, and in the end, it's business for the US side. The second point is technologies and innovations are necessary, are essential to enable this idea to bring everything in the circular value creation with materials, with the processes, and in the end with the business models. And I think I can say, Manfred, also in your mind, Fraunhofer is one of the partners. We think the partner to bring the things together with the industries. Thank you very much, and later on I think we will have a panel discussion.